What if I told you the breaking point you fear is the very doorway to your rebirth? He sat in silence, whispering, I can't do this anymore. But his soul thundered, then rise, because this is where warriors are made. Every scar burned like an old fire reigniting. Every failure roared like a storm inside his head. Every betrayal stabbed deeper than knives. Yet the silence said, this is not punishment, it's preparation. He shouted, why me? The voice answered, because only you can walk through fire and come out gold. Why this pain? Because pain is the chisel that shapes kings. Why these storms? Because storms strip away weakness until only steel remains. He clenched his jaw and whispered, then let me be steel. The world mocked. Enemies smirked. Friends abandoned. Even his family sighed. He's finished. But through bleeding lips he muttered, if I quit now, I die breathing. Better to crawl through fire than to lie down in ashes. Storms shattered him. Fires consumed him. Failures buried him. But every time he rose, every single time he rose, and he declared, you can crush me, but you cannot bury my will. You can strip me bare, but you cannot strip my persistence. You can break me 1,000 times, but I'll rise 1,001. The ashes beneath him became bricks. The scars across him became armor. The storms around him became wings. The laughter died out. The silence became whispers. The whispers turned to awe. And soon they said, he cannot be broken. But he didn't care for their voices. He cared for his purpose. When the young asked, how did you survive? He smiled like fire. You think scars are shame, they are proof. You think pain is punishment, it is your training. You think failure is destruction, it is design. He told them, every loss carved resilience. Every betrayal carved vision. Every failure carved strength. The boy mocked, as cursed became the man feared as unbreakable. The scars that once humiliated him became the crown that crowned him king. The storms that once buried him became the winds that lifted him higher. When asked his greatest lesson, he said, the world broke me 1,000 times, but I rose 1,001. That is why I stand today. He told them, don't pray for fewer storms, pray for stronger wings. Don't ask for lighter burdens. Ask for broader shoulders. Don't wish for easier nights. Wish for an unshakable heart. Because greatness is never born in peace. It is born in chaos. Legends are never written in comfort. They are written in blood. One day he stood taller than every ruin behind him. He whispered, they buried me, but I grew roots. They drowned me, but I became the ocean. They broke me, but I became unbreakable. And his story lived on. Not because he never fell, but because he never surrendered. So what if I told you your scars are not shame? They are your crown. What if I told you your pain is not weakness? It is your weapon. What if I told you your storms are not enemies? They are your wings. And one day when you rise, you will whisper, they thought I was finished, but I was only being forged into fire.